say. Wait till he starts recording because
episode 70. Shout out the Cavs' first overall pick. I don't know who he's talking about.
You're talking about Anthony Bennett.
There we go. That nigga was like Anthony Bennett.
What you think this fame folk?
Ignorant shit only, please.
My cousin. Kill his ass in public. Imagine being so deep in the shit that you say, fuck my cousin. If I see that nigga, I'm gonna kill him at the family reunion. Fuck you.
I said his auntie called him on FaceTime saying, hey, relax. Like, no. We're playing this
your own family members.
Too hard to skip it.
If niggas ain't die, they on the shit bag. For J money years ago, you a fake out with your brick ass.
Bitch ass. And I fucked your baby mama with you in jail, your brick ass.
On me in case I run up out that switch can. We get litty in the city. They had to battle switch.
Hey, I will say the deeper in the summer it gets, I think back onto the episode where Blake was like, don't put a switch on your Glock. And I'm like, what the fuck does Blake know, man?
That's all people talk about, bro.
Because niggas make switches sound fun and then they get hot. And I'm like, I mean, niggas out here really flicking shit. I'm like,
no,
put a switch on for the fun.
It's a mistake. It is federal prison time. Do not do that shit.
I mean, if I kill somebody, I'm getting prison time anyway. So I hope I won't. But
I mean, you might be justified in it at first, but if the switch is on, they're sober.
Points have been made. Died too. Down too.
Is Turkey your store thing?
At NBA games.
So stop all that crying. We put belt the ass.
That was disgusting, man.
Sleazy vibes. What's the name? Got into his shit. He called for help. He ain't do it, but still said fuck him. So
belt dance like the hardest shit.
Block too high. We can't post up. We get the hanging down on.
There's got to be a jump shot landing on 2K next year.
It's stupid. It will be though. Just as you said it.
3 times even go. My boy is phone. Ops die. We don't ride no more. We get the yelling go.
Oh!
Get your ass smoke. You call it. Put you in that same boat. I can get your cousin in the back door. Fuck you think this fame folk? We the type to pop out on you in the wig and rain.
Oh my god! Oh my god! That song is that album is fire. Lil Van song got a song on there called "Fuck Your Homie," "Fuck Your Dead Homies."
I need to listen to the album because that song is fucking hard. I've been listening to that every day on the way to work. That and Rumors is my shit.
Hold on, this is a lot of music at the start, but y'all gotta just hang with me.
Yeah.
Is this it?
Fuck your homie with his dead ass, nigga. Fuck your homie with his dead ass, bitch. Fuck your homie with his dead ass, nigga. Fuck your homie with his dead ass. Fuck him, we say fuck your homie cause we smoking. We knew.
There's a lot of that type of energy all up and down this. It's 18 songs. No skips. I was on a plane yesterday for most of the day. And I played this probably 5 times yesterday.
God damn.
It's so funny because when I seen Blake this week, he had his little polo on, he had his khakis, he looked like a professional man. And you see him with his headphones on, you probably think like, oh, he's probably listening to a podcast or he's listening to a book. And little do you know, he's talking about drilling your cousin right now.
Yeah, it's not anywhere near how I live my life. Nothing like that. I don't have any type of energy in me, but like music is like wrestling to me. It's all fake, even though a lot of this is inspired by real stuff for them. But for me, it's not real. So it's just, it's like what I think of when I play Call of Duty.
That's why I love niggas, man. You can just intrinsically tap in with some shit that ain't got nothing to do with you. It ain't real, but it sound good and it feel good. It make you, I wish somebody would say something to you right now. I'll slap the shit out you.
If it sound good, that's all that matters.
Me listening to music that actually like reflects my actual life. That's some lame ass music. No one wants to hear that shit.
9 to 5. I don't want to go there, and I can't wait to clock out. Oh, that's just
being a loving dad and husband. Chance the Rapper. I don't want to hear that shit. Like,
nobody.
Oh, it is Chance the. It is Chance the Rapper.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love my wife. Yeah.
I don't want to hear that. Let me get the
night.
I want all the bad music.
That's facts. That's why I've learned murder so much. I look at my cousin, I'm like, wow, y'all niggas is cripping. I'm about to stand over here and watch and listen to some cripping. I love it.
Actually, speaking of murder, I heard dude from your show, he actually put out a banger. From y'all show. In fact, I'm not saying your show, y'all show.
Oh, yeah, no, Lil Murder got a couple bangers. 7 Pounds of Pressure is a banger.
That's what it was. 7 Pounds of Pressure.
Crooked. He got a couple. He got 2. He got 1 per season. Whenever he puts a song out, they make him go on tour. So he got 1 per season.
You don't fill it up on the albums.
That's wild for you to say that. And the way you said it was disrespectful.
I still haven't watched none of that.
I don't know if you've seen it, but the dude that plays Lil Murder on P Valley, he's gonna play Chris Paul on the new Clippers show that's coming out. They got him playing Chris Paul, and then Dro, the dude from Insecure, and he was also the dude from like the 2K My Career with Spike Lee. He's playing Matt Barnes, the tall light-skinned dude. He's playing Matt Barnes.
Who's Blake Griffin?
Fuck. It's somebody else like somewhat
Blake
famous.
Blake Griffin.
Jordan Griffin. No, I got to go back to the text because I know I sent it to Jamal.
His brother.
Blake Griffin's also another like somewhat famous dude. But yeah, they got fuck. It's
Who's
not
Randy Floyd.
Nobody.
Oh.
But I think Donald Sterling is Woody Harrelson, I think, might be playing Donald Sterling, if I'm not mistaken.
Nah, why are they gonna make man?
Hold on. I gotta go pull it up because I don't want to.
I'll be feeling the type of way about like when the white actors that they got playing the wild racist roles. Now it's like you're forever tainted, and like I don't know, Woody Harrelson might have done that already, but he's okay in my book like right now.
Oh, he's
don't
super
have to be that dude.
Oh yeah, I fuck with Woody Harrelson.
I don't want him to be Donald Sterling though.
White Man Can't Jump, a classic.
Yeah, man. Is he straight in Hunger Games? He wasn't with the ops. He was trying to help out Katniss.
Oh yeah, he was in Hunger Games, huh?
Yeah, he was in some other shit too.
MCU legend Carnage.
Oh, he is Carnage. Yeah, that's right. He's Cassidy. What's his name? Cletus Cassidy.
Cletus Cassidy. Yep.
Yep. Yeah, man. Yeah, don't do that to him.
Oh shit, maybe I could be tripping. It doesn't say who's playing Donald Sterling. I thought I saw that it was Woody Harrelson, but I could be wrong. Don't quote me. No, I think it's John. Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember. Anyway,
all right. We want to go in order on this shit. We going down the list. We haven't been here for a while, so we got some shit to get to. We can't really.
Hey, you haven't been here in a while. Welcome back, my boy. The most the most well-traveled man on the show.
I thought y'all Patreon them episodes, and I was going.
That's crazy. We did numbers. Shout out to Larry.
Shout out to my dog Larry.
Hey, this ain't even because I've typically listened to it every single week, but it's just been that type of schedule for me recently where I haven't even got to hear them. So if I touch on something that y'all talked about, it's no disrespect, because actually, like I told y'all after we had Larry on here the last time, like I think he's like very entertaining and like really good at this podcasting shit. Like he's good at like bringing up something and like expounding on it. So I do want to hear it. I just haven't gotten to it.
That's crazy. We shared our favorite Blake memories. We didn't even slander you like that. We hyped you up. That's crazy. That's crazy.
My bad, y'all.
Me and Jamal went to therapy in the first 30 minutes.
Yeah, we talked about why I've never been to therapy.
Yeah, it was a heartfelt episode, Nick. You missed that.
Why y'all do that when I'm not here though?
With your bitch ass.
Random.
It was random. It was
random as fuck.
It was time sensitive.
Like 20 minutes.
It was time sensitive.
Man, I'm okay. We can never mind. We ain't gotta address nothing. I'm just saying. I tend to like. I feel like the episodes aren't wild different when it's just me and one of y'all. We just get deeper into what you want to talk about, though, right? But y'all spun up some whole other shit and got into your man feelings, like, and I wasn't here.
No, it was just random. No, it was just me and him. We had to talk about some shit somehow. Yeah, fuck it. We gotta.
Let's talk about why you felt you needed to go home and get fresh and couldn't pull up to the bar to see me and Tyrell.
Oh, man, I worked like 63 hours this week, dog. I worked, man, dude. I took a shower.
What smell good for in Doyle's?
I was fucking tired. I want to wear my dirty ass uniform. I was hot and sweaty in that hot ass truck all day.
Hey, the fuck put you in the mailman uniform? I promise you.
My nuts and ass is all sweaty. I needed to go home and shower, bro.
I don't think Blake wants any parts of that, actually.
Yeah, I wasn't concerned with any of those things, actually.
Yo, not to cut you off, but breaking news: the Bills cut that kicker or that punter.
Fuck what is it, Tyler Ariza? Fuck that nigga.
Yeah. Trevor Ariza, yeah, bitch ass dude.
It wasn't Trevor Ariza.
Oh,
I literally just saw that.
It's funny because Tyler Ariza.
You think as soon as that came out, they had to cut him? There's no way he plays, right? Especially with like that. How serious that shit is.
I think the second that they heard him on camera or on the 911 call saying like, yeah, I did just have sex with this 17-year-old girl, and we didn't rape her, but I fucked her when he was 22. You got to get rid of him. You got to get rid of him. Fuck out of here.
You think there's no way he plays in the NFL, right?
Probably not. You're a punter.
Yeah, he's not that important.
Yeah, no.
He was a nice ass punter though. There was multiple teams that were like, should we draft a punter this year? This nigga's nice. Couldn't keep the horny in check. Keep the horny in check. Men, keep the horny in check. If you keep the horny in check, you can be okay somewhat.
Nah, he needs.
I mean, you just picked the wrong career. Tiger didn't keep the horny in check, and he's got multiple platinum singles.
Points have been made, but if you keep the horny in check, you don't got to worry about what career path you choose. Just keep the horny in check. You'll be okay.
That's true. I mean, Deshaun Watson didn't keep it in check. He got $250 million guaranteed.
That nigga lost.
Be better if you're not going to keep it in check.
Be the best if you're not going to keep it in check.
Be top 5.
Yeah, after that shit with Deshaun Watson, there was no way he was playing this year.
But yeah, fuck you. I'm not letting you change the subject. Hey, shout out to my guy Blake. We got to kick it for like 45 minutes in the last decade.
Yeah. Hey, shout out to Brantley though, because I've interacted with him many times online on this platform, on our Twitter account, but I've never met him in person until 2 days ago, which sounds crazy because yesterday was he? No, 2 days ago. Yeah.
2 days ago. Yeah. Y'all both share the same shitty sports stakes, apparently. It's just North Carolina is ruining y'all brains. I don't know what it was.
No, he might be spicier than me because he did that off the cuff.
He's for sure spicier than you. He's the spiciest person I know when it comes to sports. Outside of the Cowboys. If it's the Cowboys, don't listen to
him. Measured. Yeah.
Other than that, he's spicy as hell.
Whenever I see like some North Carolina State shit on my timeline, his name's always attached to it somehow.
Of course it is. Who else do you know cares about NC State like that?
Nah, it's kind of crazy, but I mean, shout out to. Are any of y'all teams playing today? There's games on today.
Played yesterday, I believe.
Our teams played each other yesterday.
Oh, see, I didn't know what it was on.
Yeah. Hey, they had y'all had some catches, y'all had some plays. I don't want to talk about it though.
Well, I know we're playing what's this called? Duquesne. We're up like 26-0 at the half.
Are you talking about college?
School?
College football, yeah.
Oh yeah, no.
You're a college football fan again.
At Florida State be ass, but that's still my team.
Oh, shut up! This is just like I don't even feel like the Kings might be up like 5 in the win margin. He'd be like, "Yeah, you see my team? We was out there hooping last night."
No, we're hooping against some school that sounds like a goddamn cookie company, bro. This shit does not matter.
Yeah, they're in a strip mall,
and y'all might not beat them somehow, some way.
Dog, we lose from 26-0 like at the half. I'm done.
Is it at their school or is that Tallahassee?
It's a Tallahassee, I'm pretty sure.
Oh. That's what's up. Yeah, I have no idea. Since UW went to the Pac-12 network thing, I might have seen like 2 games. And that's what's been like 6 years, probably. I don't know how many years. They're impossible to watch them.
They're impossible to watch out here. Like,
they be on hella late.
It'd be 10 p.m. Nobody has that network. Like, it's
because I think that you can't even get that to like YouTube TV. They don't offer that package. So you have to get like the specific cable company that they have that package, which I think is only Comcast. Because my dad has DirecTV and he said he can't get it.
Yep. I thought it was DirecTV. So yeah, it probably is Comcast.
Yeah. So like I don't know. They don't exist really. I see them in highlights and when they make the rankings and play at a national game, but that's about it.
I'll go to like a bar or something late. And then I just see a random like UW or Pac-12 game on. I'm like, God damn, they starting this game at 10:15 at night. What the fuck?
The last time I saw them play, it was UW versus Cal, and this was 2020, so COVID was active. and it was like late as hell. I think, yeah, that was the last time I saw them play.
Damn, that's a random ass game too. Like 2020, like a season that didn't really matter at all. Yeah, no, they're nasty. Yeah, that conference is gross. It shouldn't be like that. Like I feel like just play your games earlier. You know?
Yeah, I don't know why they play so late. It doesn't make any sense.
Those 7 p.m. West Coast time.
TV. Yeah, they want to dominate the TV. That's it. They're not trying to compete.
I'm not watching that. If it's 7 p.m. on a Saturday, I'm not watching UW versus Oregon State.
You know how it is though. Like, man, like college football, like people who college football is their primary sport. It doesn't.
Sure.
Yeah, you can't really steal their attention away. Like it's a different type of attraction. The same way, like what it is with us on football on Sundays.
Yeah,
it's a different type of obsession completely.
That's for sure.
I can't wait for football, dude. 1 week, man. 1 week.
It's 2 weeks. Or it was 1 week.
No, it's 2 weeks because next weekend. Yeah, next weekend fantasy draft, and then the week after, the next Thursday after next weekend will be the Rams Bills game.
Is it just one game or is it 2 games?
No, it's one.
Oh, okay. So they were doing a doubleheader. Is that a Derrick Henry candle?
Yes, sir.
Is that who you are looking to draft with one of your first picks?
I think I'm at 7. So if he's there, then I'll happily do it because that'll be people who are worried about the injury too much. So I'm
gonna tell you right now, as the person that has the 4 pick, he is not getting the 7. If he's available at 4, I am taking him. But I do have my CMC shit that I'm ready to light up just in case.
Who's 1-1?
Jonathan Taylor's got to be 1.
Jonathan Taylor's number 1.
Oh, yeah. Jonathan Taylor, CMC, and 3 is tight end.
I would assume Henry would be
Henry,
3, and then Eckler's 4.
Shit.
That's how I'm projecting this will go.
Okay.
There's no if somebody in our league drafts and they don't if Christian McCaffrey is available,
Travis Kelce might be worth the top 5 pick at this point.
No.
Without Tyreek Hill,
it's still a tight end, bro. Like you need
PPR. You're not wrong.
I'm not picking the whole tight end that early.
Hey, I'll trade you 4 for 7 right now if you plan on taking him.
You have 4?
I do have 4.
I'm 5.
Well, so you're saying Harry's not getting past you? Okay.
I think there's 2 years in a row. I picked after you. I feel like you picked 4 or 5 last year. I know I was right after you.
I think I picked 3 last year, and you picked after me. And the year before that, you picked before me, and I think the year before that I was 1, maybe.
Okay, Tyrell, are you? If CMC falls to 4, you do it?
I have to take him.
Do you want to get bid again?
I don't want to be the one to take him. I'm glad I'm not up there.
I also hope he goes before 4. I don't want to be the one that takes him, but I do have the fucking Santa Maria candle that I will light up and light a blunt off of before
I'll buy one of those if he somehow ends up at 7. Because
I would be scared to take him at 2, man. I feel like I would think about it, but I don't know. I'll be scared, man.
I'm gonna say I took him at 2 last year. He had 23 or more points every single game he played. He played 6 games last year. He played 3, got hurt. The game he got hurt, he had like 6 points. He came back and scored 20 points again. So whenever he plays, he's dominant. Sure. You just gotta hope he plays like 9 games.
Yeah.
All right, but we'll get to that. Blake, you want to run us through this scenario you dropped for us?
Yeah, I don't know when I thought of this. This is a while ago. Okay, so this was a scenario I thought of. Basically, here's how it goes: a dude just shows up at your front door. He's holding a box, and inside the box is a button. He explains to you: you hit this button, a random town anywhere on the planet just disappears, and that town could be like middle of nowhere town in Mongolia where it's like their population is like 2 people and 3 goats or whatever, or it could be New York City. But every time you hit the button, the town disappears. The same time when you hit the button, you get $50 million direct to your bank account. And I said to the guys, how much are you up before you tell them to leave?
So what happens do they just disappear and the towns get placed in the middle of nowhere, or is it just like
Thanos snap?
Oh, it's a Thanos snap.
Yeah.
Do I get to know what towns got hit when I hit it?
If it's big enough that it makes the news, then sure. Or social media or whatever. Like you're going to find out about it in a real way. It's not going to be like he's telling you because it's random.
I was kind of hoping that the person that had me hitting the button would be like, all right, well, like Angola gone, or like, these different like cities is gone.
It's a country.
I was thinking of the jail.
You sound a real colonizer.
Probably. Okay. But I was hoping that the person that had me hitting the button would be like, New York City is now gone, right? And then I hit it again. Because I was thinking like I would probably take like 4 or 5. Because there's so many towns. If we're thinking about like 2 goats and a man type towns, there's so many. There's so many that have nothing to do with me. But if you think like, yeah, New York City is gone, it's like, well, fuck. But let's say I hit it twice, right? And New York is gone, then it's like, well,
you get New York and LA. That'd be funny.
Hey, and if I hit New York and LA, well, I'm like, well, shit, there's a lot of people gone. Like, I might as well keep hitting it, right? So it really depends on who goes.
And it's Houston and Miami.
At a minimum, I think at a minimum, I'm hitting it 3 times. I'm getting 150 mil at a minimum.
Yeah.
But if the guy who has the button says, all right, this city's gone, this town is gone, this village is gone. If he's telling me as I go, I'm gonna keep hitting the button until it's like, oh shit, I fucked up.
Hey, I think I'm there with you. I need to hear.
I'd probably go one more beyond the point. I'd probably go a couple more beyond the point where I fucked up. Because if I hit New York, it's like, okay, I'm not gonna hit another New York. I'm not gonna get New York and then Beijing. I'm getting New York and then like some fucking random town in Fiji. Like, I'm gonna keep hitting that button a couple times.
Let me ask you a question though. Okay, you said so. Jamal, would you say how many? You said probably 3.
Nah, that's Tyrell said 3.
You hear something?
Nigga, I'm running it up. I think I might get like 6 or 7 of them.
And it depends on how I find out the cities are gone.
All right.
If I gotta wait till the next day, it's like, okay, I might think a little bit. But if it's like, if I can know at the time, like, hey, my odds look good, bro. Like,
I'm doing 7 right then and there.
It's Jacksonville, Sacramento, Tallahassee.
Hey, that would probably do him a service, low key.
Nah, that's like 2 cities where I got family in.
No, his price too big to pick another team. He'd be like, oh, god damn it.
But he's going to be so rich, you got to watch sports. We're good.
You still want to watch sports.
Oh, hell yeah. Nah, you need to.
He would just buy a random
I'm getting at least 7 off, bro. Because it's so random. Like, dog, the world is so big. Half of those are going to be like places you never heard of in other countries where, like, I don't feel a fuck. Like,
you find 7 off
a small spot in Russia. All right, whatever. Fuck them. Yeah, just
free BG.
Yeah. No, yeah, I'm getting it. Damn. Now, when I put it like that, I could definitely talk myself into more than 7. You said 50. I'll go.
So okay. Here's the other question, though, right? Like, you said 7, you said 3, Tyrell. But like, how different is your lifestyle from like 50 million to, let's say, 400 million? It's like,
what do you mean? That's
how
like
much more
nigga.
I'm saying, how much more can you buy?
One is John Lore and one is Russell Westbrook. What do you mean? That's 2 different lifestyles, my nigga. 50 million, 400 million?
Nah, Blake, I see
extremely good. Your kids are going to go to the best schools. They're going to live in the best neighborhood. They can travel where they want to travel.
Bro, you can't sit here and tell me that 50 millionaires is living like 400 millionaires, bro. You can't sit there and tell me that.
One owns a private jet and one doesn't.
Okay.
But I own the private jet.
Yeah.
Blake,
I'm definitely on private jets. Just one owns it, one doesn't.
Like, I'm definitely on the same tip as you as far as like, I definitely think when it comes to athletes, it's like, oh, if you have $100 million, you have $180 million. What's the difference? But if I have 40 or 400,
that's a big
difference. That's a big huge difference. That's not me just having a private jet. That's my mama also got a private jet.
Why does she need one?
I'm not saying that's what I'm buying. I'm saying that's the amount of money, right?
No, but okay.
My mama having a compound versus
at
me
$50 million, you could have the compound. Your mama could stay on it. You could never see her.
What if I don't want to see her on a different compound in a different state?
I think you could still do that at 50. You just got to pick where you're going to live.
Okay, and the difference is me hitting the button like 6 times and 6 villages that I don't give a fuck about, or
it's
6
human
places.
lives.
It's not my life though.
So 6 lives that I
and it's not going to be. I'm like, think about it. Like realistically, most of the people you care about are going to stay in the same city, right? It's not going to be in the city where you're at, unless you just press the button one time and like, oh, it's Tacoma. It's over.
It might be you.
Yeah. And then it's over.
The worst possible thing would be like, man, I fucking killed like Dave Chappelle, or I fucking killed like Kevin Hart, or like I killed LeBron. Like it would be some shit where like I killed somebody that I want to like consume their shit when I'm rich, or that I want to kick it with. But outside of that, if I wiped out Nebraska, I don't give a fuck.
Would the numbers go down if I say like it's a random city in America?
Probably, for sure. It would definitely go down.
Okay, how would you hit it if it said a random city in Washington?
Oh yeah.
That's it. What? Shit. Well, think about it.
Yeah.
As long as it's not Tacoma, I don't got no. I got some people I fuck with out in Seattle, but like
I would definitely
Washington.
I would definitely hit it at least twice. I would still hit it at least twice.
I'm getting at least 3 off, bro.
Oh,
nigga, take Aberdeen.
Because then you'd be like, oh, Centralia city limits.
That's nigga,
crazy.
take Battlegrounds.
Gone.
And take Forks.
Soap Lake, gone. Quincy, gone.
Spanaway, gone.
Spanaway. Hey,
come on.
Guarantee it's Spanaway.
Who do I fuck with in Spanaway? Nobody.
Spanaway and Lakewood. I'll hit him 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Hey, I start getting real specific. Hey, man, Skyway is Renton. That's not Seattle. Bring that back. Hold on. Wait a minute.
So you said originally it's 50 million, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So what if it's for 1 million, but you get to pick the cities? That's probably too many then, huh?
But it got to be like within a specific thing, though, right? Like you can't say pick the cities on the planet. You got to say pick the cities
in the U.S.
Okay.
I would still get a solid.
Hey, Wyoming is going up because they got nobody in there. So sorry.
A whole lot of cities.
Yeah, a lot of cows with no ranchers left.
And
I'm running up the bag.
Yeah, that's too easy. I'll be done. Nigga, we'd be a third of the population just out of here.
Yeah, I'll probably get to smooth like 20 million.
The term Long Island, New York has always rubbed me the wrong way. You're out of here.
That's the Hamptons too.
I know.
You got money, you want to go there? You want to see what they're doing out there?
I will want to go there by myself because the land won't be gone, just the people.
All right.
Yeah.
That's a dark ass scenario. Like, what the hell made you think of that?
Sleep deprivation.
Oh, this nigga.
Isn't there a movie about that called The Box? Where it's like,
I don't know. I was thinking that I know there's a movie called The Box. I've never seen it. I don't know what it's about. If it's about this, then I don't know.
The dude walks up to your door and he's like, "Hey, if you hit this button, like I'm gonna give you $100,000, but like a random person's gonna die." And then it's like, "Oh, I'll give you $200,000."
Just one person?
But then it's exactly right. But it's like, if you hit this button, I'm gonna give you $200,000. But 3 people are gonna die, and it goes up from there. Like you keep hitting this button, and then it's like, hey, 100 million people are gonna die if you hit this button, but I'm gonna give you some money for it.
I'm stopping way before that. I'll like probably 200 people.
Shit. Shit, I don't know. I'm a bad person, bro.
Why are we talking about killing people?
Like, probably 200 people.
Working with the public just has me jaded. Like, there ain't 200 people on the planet I would save.
Oh, hey. Well, damn. Now I got something to bring up that's not on our list. And I don't know the name of this shit. I was listening to NPR today when we was driving around, and they talked about this new social media app. You guys might have heard of it, and then you can give me the name, or I can search for it while I'm talking. But basically, no, it's a new.
Oh, my bad.
It sends you a notification, or like a push notification, and at that moment you have like 2 minutes to take a picture. And like what it does, it takes a picture like with the front-facing camera and like a rear-facing camera, because it's supposed to just do like impromptu, candid, like in the moment what's going on. So it's like, like the thing with like Instagram, whenever someone takes a picture of themselves, like they kind of like they make sure that they're in the best aesthetic. They flick it up, they like put the filters on or do whatever. But it's like if it's just like at that moment, you're getting like real glimpses of human life, and that's like the point of the app. Would you guys be interested in joining something like that? Or does that sound interesting to you?
That's kind of interesting.
I be looking ugly every now and then. I be looking ugly in random life.
The idea is most people are. That's normal.
Yeah, it's normal life.
Instagram is not a normal glimpse into human life. Instagram is a doctored, best possible look into human life because people do it when they're at the restaurant they've been to once in their life, when they're on vacation, when they got time to set the filters up, get the golden hour light going on them. They got on the new J's you couldn't get, but they hit on sneakers, and so now they're trying to show you like people.
I guess I would.
Yeah,
I guess when you describe it that way, I would, because I'd be looking ugly on Instagram too. So if I can make everybody look ugly in everyday life, let's get it. We even in the playing field, bitch. Come on.
It just talked about kind of getting because social media, or I guess the internet, kind of went from everybody being anonymous on it to like everyone kind of being like their own personal brand on it, and trying to get things back to what it was like on the early stage of the internet, where it's like you had an alias, you never used your real name, whereas like people's thing now, like the alias is directly tied to the real name. The two things were separate before, but now it's like it's all in one. So it's like it's getting back to this like having things like be anonymous but still sharing personal things in a way. Like, I don't know, I thought that was pretty interesting.
Yeah, it's been funny to see how people have went from like it was weird to be yourself online, then it's weird to not be yourself online. Like, oh, this nigga don't post any picture of himself, he's weird.
Yeah, it's like, why you got the anime girl Abby?
Yeah, because we all did like 45 minutes ago, right?
That's true. Yeah. What's it called?
Let me find it. 2 minutes to post picture app.
That does sound kind of interesting.
Be real.
Be real.
Yeah. Here.
Ooh, hey, we need to get in touch with him, man. We can get our sponsor. That'd be our first sponsor. This is what casual Instagram wants to be.
Yeah. Founded in 2020 by French entrepreneur Alex Barriot, B-Real is made in response to the current social media landscape. It's not like Instagram where users can curate their feeds and edit their images. B-Real doesn't allow you to curate. There are no filters. It simply gives users a random 2-minute window each day to post one photo. When you post, the app uses both your front and rear facing camera, giving your friends a full picture of what you're doing in the moment, not unlike the now defunct Facebook app. With BeReal, there is no way to lie about where you are or what you're doing. You can't project a perfect image. That's what the notification looks like right here.
Okay.
Pretty interesting.
Nah, that's kind of dope. I fuck with that.
And like, yeah, like, so this is an example, but like it starts out with like you just inviting the people from your contacts list to it. So it's really like a close circle of people, kind of like how when Snapchat started out.
Yeah.
And then it goes from
Snapchat
there.
is fucking crazy now. But yeah.
Yeah, Snapchat's Instagram Lite now. Like it's I don't know. But I don't know. It was interesting to me. I don't have my phone on me during the day, so there's no point for me to get this app. But this sounds like something that I would do.
No, yeah, that's damn, I never heard of that, but no, that's different, yeah. Yeah, I guess you would only like do this with like people that you like know like that or like really like fuck with.
Yeah, it probably like if it caught me on the weekend, it'd be a lot of pictures like probably my daughter sitting on my lap, like. But I mean that's my life, so that'd be real and wouldn't be doctored up or nothing.
You just got a green screen in your room and you can just take pictures like that.
You just got the shit set up waiting for the notification to go off.
Is that digital rapper behind us in the background?
Yes.
It is.
Transition?
Oh yeah, fuck it. Yeah, get to it.
Not to that. I'm joking.
Oh. My planning document closed. Or no, I haven't opened another doc.
Capitol Records going out south, man. Outside. I said south.
Yeah, I think they've been outside. Hey,
that's disgusting.
Blake, you had a plane story to tell us about? What happened? You got jumped on the plane? Were you the first person to stand up in the back row when the plane landed?
No, okay, so did you see, if anybody watching the video, my name on here is Comfort Plus King. So we'll start with that. So let me just give you all a scenario of what I see and then ask y'all what you do. So when you're at the gate, it's time for boarding. They're naming off all the things. They're like, hey, all of our active duty military members or people that need a little bit more time to go. You were able to board now, come to the gate. So boom, you probably don't go in that one, right?
No, definitely not.
For sure.
No.
Probably not. Next up is I think it's first class, so there might be one thing before that.
No, it'll be like handicapped, and if you're a parent,
need extra help
time to get
or
on,
like a little kid.
Yeah, you need help or you need time to get on the plane.
It's that, and then it's first class, and then it's like our diamond members, and then it's
yeah.
There might be one more that it might be Comfort Plus, and that's me, right? But I wasn't flying Comfort Plus, but Comfort Plus gets the most people to step up there, right? Because this is Delta I'm talking about, but this other airlines have their same versions of these things. Right below that is like Sky Priority, which anybody that's flying like corporate, you're probably in Sky Priority. Or anybody that's like made a Delta Sky Miles account, you're probably in Sky Priority. And then after that, it's like main cabin 1, main cabin 2. So one, do y'all heed the warnings of the gate person, or you just go when you feel like?
I heed the warnings of the gate person every single time.
Yeah,
because I buy the specific package for what I'm there for. So like there are times where I buy like Sky Priority, I buy premium, or I buy like not first class. There's been times where I buy first class. Don't Jamal, relax.
I really want to.
You don't gotta call me out. There have been times where I've had first class, and it's like, yeah, I'm up at the front. But the times where I'm like, I'm paying attention to where I line up because it matters, right?
But you know that blob though, right? People just start standing up.
I do. And sometimes before I worked at an airline, I would start standing up because it's like, well, shit, like I know that at some point this line is going to be the line, and I don't want to be the last person on the plane. But I'm very much the person now who was like, even if I'm in Sky Priority, I'm going to sit down until they're like, okay, everybody else get on the plane. Because I know people are weirdos about like plane shit.
Okay. Jamal, you go when they call your actual group, or you bold enough to go before?
No, I usually go when they call my group.
Going before is crazy.
So I'm going to tell y'all.
That's crazy.
You guys both probably already know this. They do not check that shit. If you go when they say, unless they say with ID for the active duty military thing, you can go in that group if you want to. You can go in the first class group. You can go in the Sky Diamond group. You can go in the Comfort Plus group, like I did, because that's when I saw a bunch of people stand up, and I feel like I could blend in. They're not going to check this shit.
I did not know that.
Yeah, they do not check it because there's nothing. Like, what are they going to do at that point? Like, I scanned my ticket. Like,
sit your ass back down. No, you're not in this group. Go sit down. I've seen them pull people off to the side. Like, oh no, you're good.
They probably tried to go first class, or they probably tried to go when they said, hey, you have to have your ID on you for the active duty military thing. But I'm telling you, they do not check it. And let me tell you how much they don't check it. So my plane flying back to Fayetteville, I had a 2-hour layover in Atlanta, right?
Yeah.
I love that airport. It's like they have a mini museum in that airport. They have some decent food in that airport. They got some good people in that airport. I've probably had like 8 layovers there at this point. Not like recently, but just like in my life. So a lot of time in that airport. However, on this plane back, when we sat down, everybody was on the plane. It felt like they're about to close the door. This girl, like I was probably like 23C. I'm on the aisle. I'm a good amount back. I'm not all the way in the back though, because the plane probably went up to like 40 or something. Yeah. So I'm 23C, like middle of the plane, good amount back, whatever. I see this girl get up. She's holding a backpack, and she's like running off the plane. I've never seen somebody get off the plane. She got off the plane. I didn't know you could do that. The door wasn't closed yet, but I didn't know you could do that.
You're not supposed to do that.
So she's holding her bag, runs off the plane. Everyone's like, what happened? What the hell happened? What's going on? You see someone holding a bag and running, you kind of panicking in an airport. That's just my opinion.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know what's going on there.
I'm freaking out.
If I see somebody running on a plane, I'm like, hey, is everything okay? Do I need to worry?
But so
I'm
turns out
that hatch. I'm out of there.
So remember what I said about they don't check, they don't care when you're scanning your boarding pass? She got on the wrong plane. How was that possible?
No.
Apparently she went to Fayetteville, Arkansas.
No. That shouldn't be possible. That shouldn't be possible.
The thing, but so I'm telling you, because I've been scanning a lot of boarding passes in this past week. It makes all kinds of different beeps and buzzes at people when they're scanning the ship. They just say, "Go on, go ahead." go on down. Thank you for flying Delta.
Yeah.
So her shit probably yelled, and the dude just like was like, welcome aboard.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That'd have been funny as fuck.
Hell yeah.
But it's funny because like I think shit, it's been like 5 years since I worked for the airline. When I worked there, they would be like, everybody's going to Arkansas, right? Can't wait till we get to Arkansas. Like
that's
they would make it a point.
Up.
Yeah, okay. But they would make it a point as you're getting on. Okay, welcome to your point, like your ride to Fayetteville, Arkansas, like as you're getting on, or they do it as you're scanning on. So I think the further we get from 9/11, the closer we get to just being like normal times, especially during COVID, where it wasn't many people flying. It's just like, yeah, we're not asking no questions. Like, of course you're in the right place. Of course you're supposed to be here. But yeah, now that I'm thinking about it, I think me and Jamal were on a plane together where they were asking us where we're going. And somebody was like, oh shit, not this one. Like, I got to get up and go. That's crazy.
Oh my goodness.
That's crazy.
No, and like the gate guard, he seemed to be a little bit out of it. And mind you, this plane that I boarded, it was about it might have been like 10 o'clock when we boarded, 10 p.m. So who knows when his shift started? He probably was a bit tired. Most of
probably there
at this time
at 3 p.m.
Yeah,
he had an hour left.
Yeah, he might have been at Blue Magic or whatever the club is, strip club in Atlanta, whatever.
I'm proud of you trying to act like you don't know the name. You said Blue Magic, Blue Magic. I don't know. Yes, it's Blue Magic.
I'm thinking Frank Lucas.
Yeah. Okay, I don't know what you're thinking, but it's Blue Magic.
All right, he might have been over there. He might have been at with one of whatever establishments they got over there. I've heard there's some good ones. And he might have just been a little bit tired or whatever. Because when I was boarding, he saw my Saints hoodie and he was like, what did he say? He said, hey man, you better take that hoodie off. And I was like, that's why he said, you know where you're at. And I said, that's why I'm leaving. And he's like, nah, do it before the pilots and stuff see you. And fun little banter or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's the first part of the plane story. The second part is because I'm like fake fancy, I sat exit row, right? And I try to do this on most planes. The first plane that the first plane that I got the opportunity to sit on this trip was flying Atlanta to Seattle. And in that one, like it had like the walls on the side of the seat. So it's like, they're not normally there, like under the armrest, but like on this one it did. So it's like the seat just felt hella cramped and I wouldn't pay for that again. But this second one, right? So I'm flying Atlanta to Fayetteville. The steward, what's a male steward? Is it steward?
Yeah, steward. And because stewardess is the woman.
Okay. He's like, he's taking his job hella serious, like asking like, hey man, are you prepared to help us in the event of emergency and all that stuff, and asking each one individually, like, I just need a yes out of you, ma'am or sir, and be like, yes sir, and whatever. The girl like who's sitting like across the aisle from me, she's like trying to hold back a laugh the entire time because of how serious this guy is. And when he's done telling us this stuff, I see him reach over and like push on the exit door because like the border around the window is like falling off. So he pushes it back in place and then he walks away and it pops back out. Which at that point we all just start fucking crying, right? So one, like, did it calm in that scenario? The police see the plane? Okay.
If a part of the plane did something different that I know it shouldn't do, I would not be calm. But hey, yo, sir, hey, this shit bulging. No, nigga, no. This nigga Blake giggling about death.
I don't know. The plane had to land there, right? And they saw it. He saw it. He didn't think it was an issue, but it's just one of those things. Yeah, like I'm like, all right, like that's what type of plane we on. Like, cool, whatever.
That's what kind of plane we on. Yeah,
I mean, the last man didn't die, so I guess we good.
I figure we're okay. And then either way, so that happened. Plane ride was fine. We're getting off the plane. Like I said, the girl who's across the aisle from me, she put her carry-on bag like in the compartment above me. So I reached to hand it to her, and like I said, like, hey, you have one in here, and she was like, yeah, it's this one, and the one it has the orange thing on top of it. So I handed her a bag, and the orange thing is a life vest.
She put a life vest on the plane?
It was in her carry-on stuff, right? And then she was like, I promise I can swim, but the waterfalls are really deep. And I didn't ask her where she went or anything like that. I was like, oh, okay, whatever. But either way, Fayetteville's a really small airport. So we're at the baggage claim thing. She's not there. So I'm like, in my mind, now I'm saying like, where the hell did you go that you took a life vest with you? With waterfalls that you didn't have a check.
Yeah, where the fuck did she go?
I don't
know. She went slave diving.
I don't. What is that?
What the fuck is that?
I don't know. Some southern shit.
All right.
That's crazy.
I got more stories from the airport, but it's just mundane shit that's like, I don't know. I don't think it makes for good podcasting. But
you see anybody with wearing the Blue Lives Matter apparel on in the airport? You see any of that?
Of course. Yeah, it's the South.
Oh yeah,
right. That's not even the South. You see that up here.
Yeah,
there's plenty of niggas from Enumclaw trying to fly somewhere up here.
Yeah, no, it's
yeah, that's nationwide.
I think it's so weird that people put that shit on their kids. Like, that's
schools, American flags, state flags, state like silhouettes. Name something. I seen a Blue Lives Matter. I seen a Hellcat logo with a Blue Lives Matter shit through.
I had a dude this week at work ask me. A dude at work asked me this week, "Is there an Under Armour store in the mall?" I was like, "Why would you need that?" I was like, "No, I mean, Dick's has Under Armour.
It's the best athletic apparel for prison people."
What the fuck are you talking about? An Under Armour store?
Oh, we've only seen Under Armour stores at the outlet mall.
No, at my mall.
No, that's the only time I've ever seen was the outlet mall.
Oh yeah. Oh, an Under Armour store. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
For sure. All right. So Blake, you want to talk about Prey?
Bruh.
That was a good ass movie. That was a good ass movie.
Hulu for not letting you download it. That's foul. I don't know what's going on there, but they got to figure that out. You can't download anything on Hulu, I think, to iOS.
Hulu is the worst of all the streaming apps by far. Like their live
a lot
shit,
of stuff though, but
they have a lot of stuff. Even when you buy the live with no ads, they have too many ads. And when you buy the live with no ads, dog, Amara be watching fucking RuPaul's Drag Race, and there are, I'm not exaggerating, 33 ads per show.
Damn.
33 ads per show. Like it'll come back for 2 minutes, and then it's an ad for 4 minutes, and then they give you 10 minutes or whatever, and then it's like ad, show, ad. It's absurd. It's absurd.
Zeus Network would never.
Zeus Network doesn't make any money. Understandable. They would never do that. I mean, you are one of two people I know who subscribes to it, so they might.
I'm telling you, they want to put this podcast on the Zeus Network. I'm ready to. I'll bring paperwork to y'all. We can talk about it, but I think we should sign it, whatever it is.
Zeus probably does make a lot of money, actually. Now,
hell yeah,
they're a great network.
Zeus offered a check. Fuck it. Can we go like company events and all that stuff, so we get to meet like the cabaret chicks and all their shows and stuff?
They probably do live podcasts at the cabaret whenever they have the cabaret set up and rented out a strip club for it, or dance club, gentlemen's club. They're not strippers.
Yeah, they are. But nah, man, shout out to Zeus Network.
Anyway, we can talk about Prey. We weren't talking about Zeus Network. Prey is a good ass movie though.
Yeah,
that might be one of the better Predator movies.
Them doing like this depiction of, I'm guessing pre-United States. Oh well, yeah, there was a year on that pistol. I don't care what year that was.
I think it's like 1786 or like early 16 or late 1600s, something like that.
Okay,
like it was super early.
Yeah, this depiction of like Native American like life and culture, like way back then. Me like watching it, not knowing much of like, I'd probably know more than a lot of people just from like because of where we're from, but at the same time, it's like don't know the depths of it like that. It's just like, yo, it's like they're doing a lot right now. Like, is this accurate? Is this okay or whatever? Then go get online afterwards, seeing how much people are fucking with it. It just being like a dope, like sort of coming of age tale for I don't even know her name. What was her name?
Sorry, I pulled it up. My bad. It was Lena Midthunder.
That's her name in the movie, or that's her name in real life?
That's her real name. Hold on, I'm gonna grab it for you real quick.
What's your real name?
Amber Mid Thunder.
Okay. Either way, this young woman, I think she's like part of like the important family inside her tribe. I think her dad was the war chief. Her brother kills this like mountain lion and becomes the war chief. She's like been trying to prove herself that she doesn't like sort of like the Arya Stark or Rhaenyra Targaryen, if you're watching House of the Dragon type of thing, where it's like she doesn't want to just like be at home grabbing the medicine, getting shit together for the men. She's trying to be out there and getting it on her own too. Her trying to prove herself in that aspect, and that she's a valid hunter and shit like that. And she got her first chance trying to go after this cougar. She fucked up a little bit because like she had the cougar, but she fell off this tree and hit her head on a rock or whatever. And then so she's like, all right, well, there's something else out there because something else pushed that cougar towards us, is pushing all this prey towards us. Everything's acting weird out here. I know there's something else out here, and it turns out to be a predator. And so all she has is like a axe on a stick, a bow and arrow, and that might have been it.
Her axe on a stick was some shit though.
She was accurate. She's like,
she was, yeah, whoop, 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 yeah. She had that shit like nunchucks, but axe. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like, you're not talking about someone who's like overpowered with all this technology, gonna lock the predator inside a room and like set it on fire or some shit like that. She really has just nature, and that's it. And all the while they're dealing with these French trappers who are out there just leaving like bear traps all on the ground and fucking with the native people, who are also trying to get the predator, which they didn't know at first. But it's just the craziest like scenario that they set up, but they do it all in a way that is like as hard as it's to believe, it's not over the top. Like
no,
it stays very grounded.
No, yeah, that movie was super dope. I liked how they like didn't overpower her. They kind of they accurately powered Predator. Like
if you can even say that, like because it's not a real thing, but it made sense.
Yeah, but he was really fucking shit up. But it was like okay, they found a blind spot, and then they got in that blind spot and started fucking him up because that's what they were used to doing. But in like with the French dudes, fuck the French dudes. Like, I'm glad they put some white dudes in there for the like to get smoked because I was tired of seeing them for the 45, like the 30 minutes we had to see them. Period. But it was cool to see her like go against her family and shit, and like, oh no, I know what's going on. Nah, yeah, that movie was tight as fuck. And she was really with the shit because she had that long axe, like nigga, I'm yanking and pulling, and yeah, she was
and in the finale of that movie, just like one of those you really hope this works out for the protagonist type of moments because it's looking dicey.
And I think they said the dude that played her older brother was like fucking like working at Domino's Pizza the weekend before. Like these are all just like they just went and found Native American people. Like
too.
Yeah, he was with the shits after he got brought back. Like
he knew what it was. He was like, "Yo, like no, it sees me as a threat now, so I'm not leaving here." Not no spoiler, but my bad. Like just know he was I don't know. He believed in his sister, and it was awesome to see.
That was a good ass movie. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, it's really
I didn't expect it to like really tap in like that. Like when I saw that, like, okay, it's with Native Americans. Like, I'm like, oh, they're gonna find like some Mexicans that kind of look native and like make it look like it was American. They really like did their research, like found people from the community and like found people who like could really portray that the right way and shit. Yeah,
tell you how deep they went. Like, so if you man, sorry, if you're gonna watch the movie, just like I don't know, skip ahead like 2, probably 3 minutes. Yeah, sorry, you're stuck in here. In the last scene, like when she sets up to kill the predator, she goes to these French people's camp or whatever, and right when she gets the French dude set up for the predator to come out, she whistles. And there's a thing in the Native American cultures that like you do not whistle at nighttime because it's you echoing for bad spirits to come out to you, right? So, but you got to figure in her mind what she's seeing in the Predator at that time. This thing can only be like a representation of pure evil. So that's how come she whistled, because she's trying to beckon it out. And it's like to go that fucking deep. Like I learned that in a YouTube video afterwards. Like that's crazy. Like that's dope ass writing. And also shout out Res Dogs on FX, because similar show that I mean, it's a modern day show, but accurate depictions of like that lifestyle, using those people from that life and letting them tell their stories. Like it's dope.
Yeah, I haven't seen that, but I've recommended to people because I know FX always does their thing with that.
Mm-hmm. Does Disney have like the rights to like Predator and shit right now? Because I noticed they got like a book out right now. Like they got like their own line of like comics. Like there's a new like Predator comic out.
They've had comics though. Dumb and Alien both have comics, and I know they've done crossovers with DC in the past. Like Batman has fought both a Xenomorph and a Predator before.
Yeah, because I know on all the Marvel books right now, like they're doing like a Predator variant for like every goddamn book.
Oh, okay. Well, it might just be like promotion for the movie, probably.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, I gotta watch that shit.
If not, I can't imagine why it would be on Hulu.
They put their Disney shit on Hulu though.
Well, is it only on Hulu, or is it on Hulu and Disney Plus?
I think that movie's only on Hulu.
So that's what I'm saying. So they probably don't have any rights to Predator. Dude, my shit is tripping. I need to restart my computer before I got on here. Whatever, we're good. It's just all right. My screen's flashing for the 4 video watchers.
So Blake, you want to talk Cult of Lamb?
Have y'all heard of that?
I have not.
I've heard of the game, but I've never seen it in like action. I know it's a game.
So that's what I was playing all of yesterday and half of today on my Switch. It's really good. And Tyrell, I think I could sell you on this because you fucked with Hades stuff. The combat is not as thrilling as Hades, but it's in a similar vein. Whereas, like, except the weapons are random. Hades, you got to choose your weapon.
Yeah.
But it's in a similar vein where it's like you're going out into this thing and seeing how far you can get every single time. Normally, unlike Hades though, you're finishing it mostly every single time. But you're choosing the path that you're going, and that path kind of determines like what you pick up, because there's a base management aspect of it too that is sort of similar to like some survival games, but also like more similar to like Animal Crossing, because there's like just aesthetic portions of it, but there's also like you managing like your followers and shit like that who are there at your base. You have to like keep their hunger in a good place by feeding them. You have to like keep the faith up of them like believing in like this like cult that you're starting. And then you also have to deal with like any quests that they present to you and stuff like that. So there's a lot of stuff going on. The story is like interesting enough to keep up with. The action is like good, like when it gets going and shit. It's by the people. Switch? No, I don't think so. I know it's on PC. I haven't looked for it on PlayStation or Xbox yet, but I imagine it's there too, because it's by people that made, I think, Super Meat Boy, Media Molecule, and Devolver, I think, did this game.
Devolver and Math the Monster.
Math the Monster, okay.
But it says it's on PlayStation, Nintendo Switch, Xbox, all that. Yeah, it's on everything.
Yeah, no, it was $30. It was $30. I would definitely recommend it. Like, check it out.
Okay.
It's kept me entertained for a long time. Like I played my Switch on the TV today for the first time, and I don't know how long. I normally play that shit handheld, so
that's just fire putting it on the TV. Yeah. You get you a good controller.
I got the Pro controller.
Yeah, that's the only way I could play Breath of the Wild.
That makes sense.
Up in hand. On that.
Yeah, it's worth it though. I would definitely recommend it for both of y'all.
We'll definitely check that out.
It's a good game. It's funny writing. You are like trying to appease this god that revived you from death, who is supposed to be the good guy, but like so much of the shit that you're doing just seems evil, and like all your your iconography and imagery and shit seems kind of evil. So I'm kind of curious what the twist is gonna be at the end, like if maybe we were the bad guys all along or not. But like you got to deal with like. Go ahead.
That was my favorite part of Hades, where it was like every run is different, right? But you're like getting new information. It's like, oh, I actually like you way less now, or I like you way more, or I don't fuck with you at all. That was the best part, because a lot of roguelikes, like Yeah, just a lot of roguelikes. It's like you're not really building anything. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I'm happy to see shit get built up and like what I do and don't like, or who I do and don't fuck with. Yeah, I'm gonna check that out.
So let me tell you, like, when you take in followers, what'll happen a lot of times is like it's either they're called bishops, which are like mini bosses. If you beat one of those, then like they go out of this demon form and they become like this little animal. You can take them in as a follower. Or you're going into a room where like the little creature dude, because like they're all like little cute animals. They'll be like strapped to a table, surrounded by dudes with like knives and shit like that. They're trying to sacrifice them to their god, and you got to kill all of them, and then you can take the dude that's about to get sacrificed in as a follower. But when you do that, you just go back to your base, right? And you don't know what this person's perks and negatives are before you do it. You don't have a choice but to accept them. Like you can't turn them away. And so there's this like interesting dynamic of like, okay, it's like this person is -10 faith off the bat when a new follower comes into the camp or whatever, and they're harder to level up. You can't do anything but accept them. So you bring them in, you lose 10 faith. You got to see how they mingle. You got to make them a bed if you don't have enough beds already. They might piss off another one of your campers. You might be gone for 3 days on because whenever you go out to do like the actual fighting and shit like that, it's called going on a crusade, and time is passing in your camp while you're out there. And when you come back, they might be like fully what is that shit called? I think I want to say it's called dissenting. They might be like have completely dropped your religion. Yeah, and now they're spreading like lies and falsehoods to your camp. You gotta deal with that. Yeah, you can do what's called re-educate them, but you only do it once per day, and it just drops like their lost faith level a little bit. But you can also sacrifice people. But some campers don't like when people get sacrificed. That takes their faith down.
Oh no!
But you can get perks to make it so people like sacrifices too. So it's like you got to think of how you want to play this, what you want your shit to look like, and just like kind of everything to work together. It's really good.
This sounds like something I'll fuck with. I'm a fuck with this for sure.
Yeah, cool little game.
All right, y'all want to talk some? Y'all want to talk some rap shit, some fun shit?
Like actual like the show, or are you talking about like?
No, the show. Yeah,
I didn't watch yesterday's episode or Thursday's episode.
I'm too back.
I'm one behind.
Oh,
where you at? Are you caught up, though?
I'm caught up.
You never talked about this before.
We haven't talked about it on the show.
Me and Jamal did.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, the week I was gone, but I made sure
about the show.
The show is great.
Like it? You fuck with it?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Was it misleading to have the City Girls involved in this at all?
No, because the further I get into it, the more I think it's still the City Girls origin story.
Do you think the City Girls are that different? Like the two of them as different as these characters are inside in the show?
In ways, but I could also see how both of them could have branched off from these girls. But I also think that so I was watching something with Issa today where she was like, we took a bunch of different like old rappers and new women rappers and like merged them into this. But if you were just watching this from like, oh yeah, Miami rapper girls who are scamming in a fucking hotel, like this seems like the City Girls in a lot of ways, and their music also seems like the City Girls in a lot of ways.
I can't see either of them being like Ultimate Warrior woke chick.
Well, the one chick she literally had on the
Shauna was
black and green mask rapping.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, it's the Ultimate Warrior shit.
Yeah, but she lets that go pretty quick. Like after episode 3, that's gone.
I'm saying, but how long was she doing that? I can't see that being either the City Girls origin story.
Agreed. And I was watching Issa was on Drink Champs, and they were like, "Oh, did you like her inspiration was like Lauryn Hill or Missy Elliott?" And she was like, "Yeah, she liked all those girls." And then she got into some like the shit that works today. So yeah, I think it still makes sense. I don't think that like Carisha or Miami would have ever been fucking Lauryn Hill.
Carisha. She's not gonna give you nothing. You know that, right?
That's her name on Instagram. It's Carisha. What do you want? What you want me to say?
No, you are right.
That's crazy. Hey, I see you though, man. I see you.
What up, Carisha? Anyway,
I think this show's kind of getting kind of predictable. Like I think I know what's gonna happen at the end of the.
No, you
season.
don't. You're not.
Are the protagonists going to overcome?
I think they're going to catch a big break, and like something's going to happen that can further their like career. Old girl's going to get caught up with them cards.
Oh, probably. Damn. Okay.
I thought you were going to say they signed the paper with the manager that's going to take it all from him.
No, I think that's what's gonna happen. Like they're gonna get like a breakthrough, like maybe like a label meeting or some kind of executive's gonna find them, and then her and Odu gonna get caught up with them cards, or maybe
did she do something crazy with the cards in the last 2 episodes?
Yeah, because that's where the dude,
crazy, but they still
the two dudes went to Walmart and they like were buying Xboxes and shit.
That.
And he was like, "Yeah, like, hey, whenever you need something, just let me know." And it does seem like obviously like she's like, "Oh shit, I need some money. I spent too much money doing this. I need some more money." And she'll send him shit. And then they're like, "Wait, everybody that goes to this hotel gets hit." Like type shit.
Yeah.
So I can see that happening.
That's definitely happening at the end of the season.
For sure.
I mean, it's that mindset. People assume that like, oh, you can stay at this fanciest hotel, you're hella rich. Like, why would you even care if like this happened to you? But it's like the idea that you let this happen to me, I'm gonna take it to the nines with you. If whenever I find out who did this, and I'm gonna spend more money and find out who did this than anyone else would. Like, I'm not gonna call the bank. I'm gonna go further than that.
I'm going to your house. But no, I think on the last couple of episodes, it's been very good about like just digging into the two of them in general, which has been cool. So yeah,
the show was good though. It's like I thought the first episode was kind of like whatever, but like nah, I fuck with it. It's a good show.
Agreed.
Like
Shout out 4K.
Shout out, hey man! Shout out Shauna. I was about to make my episode or my name this episode Shauna Stan, because she was looking thicker than a bitch this last episode.
Nigga, she is.
That's her. I'm happily committed, and my eyes are only for a woman.
Nah,
what's that red dot behind you? Hold on. Have fun. All right. Y'all want to talk about She-Hulk, or is Blake gonna get beat up over that too?
I haven't watched episode 2 yet.
Damn.
I feel like it's 3 episodes out.
Nah,
there are 3 episodes out.
It's 2.
Oh no, it's 2. It might as well be 3.
I haven't watched episode 2.
Okay.
What have you watched?
I get what's going to talk about, because you said this before, Jamal. How disappointed you are in like the Hulk's portrayal in the MCU recently.
I
talk about that. Like how what the Hulk's looking like right now, and like how far off we are from like what the Hulk could be.
Yeah, dude. Like the Hulk used to be like, man, he used to like wreck shit, dude. He was cool until Thanos put the pause on him in the first 5 minutes of Infinity War. Man, he just been a bitch ever since. Bro, that nigga be wearing like cardigans and like pants now in Hulk form and be like teaching classes.
Yep.
No, it's just crazy.
No, Thanos hold him, dude. And that nigga's never been the same. No, that nigga had to find the Hulkbuster suit.
It almost lost that. He lost the arm.
Yeah, bro, I'm telling you, like, dude, like Thanos changed him forever. He never bounced back.
I guess it's understandable though. Like, if the Mad Titan really was like wrecking the fucking universe and beat your ass, you might act a little different.
He didn't even try to get no give back though.
He used him like fucking Loki, dog.
Hulk's base form, like Savage Hulk, like you're not supposed to be able to just beat him up like that. Like, it's even if like you have the upper hand on him and get some hits on him, like the more angry he gets, the stronger he gets, right? So it's like Thanos should have been up for a little bit, but then Hulk just gets stronger, and then that's it.
Not this. Yeah. This Hulk got a koozie.
He didn't use any stones either in that fight on the ship.
No. Oh, and I agree. That's why I was so confused when he was getting his ass whooped like that. Like, why didn't they build the Hulk up more? But then it's like, okay, like a different studio owns him, so it's like we're just gonna let this be whatever. Because Hulk never really had many. Outside of the first Avengers movie, Hulk really never had a moment where it was like, hey, this motherfucker is strong, bro. Like,
no, Age of Ultron, he was turning the fuck up too. Because remember when Wanda set his mind off and he went crazy in that city? Then the Hulk Buster had to come in and stop him.
Okay,
didn't really work. Yeah,
for sure.
He went the fuck off in that movie. You want to see some good bullshit.
But even that was 2013, 2014.
It's been, but he's only been on film like in Avengers 1, Age of Ultron, Ragnarok, and then Endgame in Infinity War. Yeah, right?
He was solid. He was decent in Ragnarok. Yeah.
Ragnarok was cool.
Ragnarok, we didn't see him go off more because Thor told him not to fight the big dude that they ended up killing Hela.
Yeah, and I guess that's where my gripe is. Like, Thor should have been fucking more shit up. Like, we should have seen a solid fight. Or sorry, Hulk.
Yeah, Hulk.
Yeah, Hulk should have been fucking more shit up. Hulk should have had a decent fight with Thanos at some point. Whereas the two of them like going at it, but it was like, oh no, he just whipped my man's around.
It really don't make any sense. I think it's annoying to nitpick on stuff like this because if it's a good movie, it's a good movie. Like, however they have to tell it, that's fine. But if you remember, like towards the end of Infinity War, like right before he pulled the stone out of Vision's forehead, Thanos like hit Captain America and threw him to the side, right? And if Thanos is strong enough to like beat Hulk up, that should have been it for Captain America.
For sure.
White privilege.
Yeah.
Like it don't. I don't know. And even if y'all watch the movie again, like Vision was soft as fuck in that movie.
In Age of Ultron?
No, in Infinity War.
I gotta rewatch that. I know that movie was so good. I saw that shit twice.
Yeah. Vision wasn't on shit except like because he got stabbed in the stomach at the train station, which didn't make any sense. Like, you got an Infinity Stone in your head, you can do all this crazy stuff. Like, we seen what you did inside WandaVision and all that. Like, but you never looked like that before this. Like,
he sure is coochie to be made out of vibranium.
That's what I said, dog. He's a vibrator with Alexa. I said that shit.
Vibrator with Alexa. That nigga's ass.
All right. Well,
hey, Jamal, have you ever watched Evangelion?
I know what you're saying. It's not how you pronounce it though. Evangelion or something like that.
Yeah, like that.
Yeah. That should be kicking my ass. I've never watched it, but I know what you're talking about.
Bro, all right. That's what I've been watching that too, like the last 2 days.
Oh, that shit fire.
Yeah, I'm telling you, like, so we're talking about Hulk, right? Because we want Hulk to like do like this crazy like expositions of power, like seeing all these cool shits on screen and stuff like that. Yeah. That is the show to watch for that. And the good part is, I'm gonna tell all the viewers this too, Tyrell. You don't do anime, but I think you would fuck with this one. You do not have to watch a show because in 2005, because the show's really from like 1990, I think. But 2005, they started a series of movies, and the movies are just retelling the story of the show in movie form. So there's, I think, 3 or 4 movies, and each movie's like an hour and a half or something like that you can watch and just get the whole entire story of the 27 episode anime run in movie form. And they're all on Amazon Prime, all free on Amazon Prime. You have Amazon Prime. And I'm on movie 2 right now, but I'm talking about like the craziest fucking fights I've seen, like at least with involving mechas and shit like that.
I have to check it out. I was never the biggest mech guy, but like they straight. Like I definitely.
I think this. I'm not either. This one would, I think you for sure would fuck with, because like these angels show up, and to New Tokyo is what they call it, and only certain people can pilot these mechs or whatever. They don't, like, at least where I'm at right now, they don't explain where the angels are coming from. But either way, like one angel happened, they didn't have any defense for it. The second one happened, and I think they stopped it, but whatever it did was devastating enough that if another one does what the second one did, then the planet's just gone. And so it's just on this one agency with these mechs and these mech pilots to stop it. And these fights are just like crazy, like just crazy, like shows of like force and like crazy ass beams and like shit they got to do in order to stop them. Like one fight, they shut down all the power in Japan to channel it into this like sniper rifle they built for this mech for it to shoot at this angel, because they have to shoot like these cores inside of them, these little red balls. But once they blow those things up, the whole entire angel turns into like what looks like blood, and it just like floods out. So like from them killing, I think where I'm at now, they're at angel number 8. All the oceans are just red because of how red shit these angels release when they die. The shit is crazy.
Oh yeah, you really tapped in. Now I have to check in with it. Yo, Amazon Prime be having some good animes on there. They be having all the
that's what it's called. That's how you pronounce it.
They be having all the. I know they got this movie I saw with there's a movie with Moneybag Yo on there I watched.
Really?
Yeah. No. I saw a movie with Yellow Beezy in it on Amazon Prime. Like all the, you know how they
So
used to have
much
all the
worse.
cheap bad movies on like Netflix back in the day? That's where Amazon Prime is now.
Okay.
Yeah, they got all the movies.
Market.
Yeah, no, I gotta check that. Oh shit! You should check out this shit called Babylon on
I've heard of
Amazon
Babylon.
Prime. Yeah, the anime with like the pharmaceutical company, they make a drug where like people can commit suicide if they want, and like it's dope as fuck. That shit's crazy.
I think Babylon used to be on Netflix. I think it used to be on Netflix. I don't think it is anymore.
I feel like I did see it on Netflix before, but yeah, no, that shit was crazy.
Evangelion, though, man. Definitely, you already know what it is, but I'm saying check that shit out. The movies, though.
I really not watch that shit.
Well, at least you. I know you might. It's like the movies are 1.11, 2.22, 3.33. That's how the movies are titled. Just watch the movies. You don't gotta worry about the show.
Yeah,
I ain't watching none of that shit. All right, you want to talk some She-Hulk before we get into the NFL previews?
We already did. God damn.
What do you say, Super Bowl?
It said She-Hulk.
Oh, yeah. Y'all can talk. I ain't watched season 2 or episode 2 yet.
No, yeah, my bad.
Shit, hey, man, let's get to.
You want something about the AI rapper?
Oh yeah, you said you had some thoughts about it. I know, like, we said it was kind of like going like it was here today, gone tomorrow. Like that shit, everybody heard about it on like Monday or Tuesday, and now it's like Capitol Records like dropped it, disassociated itself with the AI rapper like 2 days later. So that shit kind of came and went, but I definitely feel like
let's get some background to folks that maybe haven't heard about this, because I feel like this is kind of an obscure thing, right? Basically, like Capitol Records signed like what is more or less a fucking NFT rapper. Like he's an AI that makes rap songs. He has features from like Gunna and like big ass rappers like that. Like, so he's doing big shit, but it's a computer program with like an NFT type image that's doing the raps. So you're talking about like a team of people making up a rapper, writing a program to write the rap songs, and getting actual rappers to feature on the rap songs. And Capitol Records signed basically that team to a deal, and then they dropped him because of, why did they drop him?
Because they thought it was a white dude saying nigga. That was really it. The first thing I saw was people like, is this a white robot saying nigga written by a white man? And that was it.
They did it on purpose to make sure the robot thing like wasn't white, because if you look at like the skin's kind of like tannish. They tried to make it look racially ambiguous on purpose. Okay. Think about it, like it was tan as hell, so like, it could be mixed, maybe light skin, black, so it could get away with saying the N-word. It had a gold jaw, gold hand, fucking. It had the fade and the dreadlocks. I like, come on, man, that shit was digital blackface, dude. Like, man, get the fuck out of here.
All right.
You can't sit here and tell me that like that was like a boardroom of 15 white people. It's like, you know what? This is it.
I never thought I hear the words digital blackface.
Dog, that's what it was.
It was, but it was just funny.
Can we talk about why is that problematic? Why is this thing problematic?
Because that's so obviously it's rap and making hip hop music. So that's like, we're gonna program this thing, and this is what we think. This is what we think of a rapper: face tats, gold teeth, able to use the N-word in the music, but we don't want to like make that exactly, because there's no black people like creating this, and like you can see like the team of it. So we're gonna make it like tannish, so we can get away with like saying whatever this thing is. But that's just problematic as hell, because like if you create something and you're just gonna have it do all this crazy, wild, stereotypical shit, like that's crazy.
Okay, so I mean, this creation of these people is crazy enough to where it has to get vanished and banned or whatever. But all these rappers, even like the dude I played at the start, this Lil Zay Osama or whatever, right? Talking about this wild, crazy, offensive, violent shit inside their music, saying all these same things that this AI robot is saying, and probably worse. All these multitudes of them across the rap game that are being paid and pushed by these same probably white individuals. Like, there's no issues with that when they're talking about, I guess, the same problematic content. It's fine because they're the same color as us.
I think it makes it because it's like there's a human behind it, honestly.
Yeah, there's humans behind it, and it's like, we're going to do all this wild, crazy.
There's humans behind the shit I'm talking about too, though, right?
No,
but actual people.
No, not a human, not just a human behind it, but there's a human I could see. I think was the biggest problem. Like if you saw a white rapper, if a nigga that looked like Eminem came out and was saying the word nigga, you'd be like, oh wait, I'm immediately mad, right?
Okay.
Or if you saw a nigga saying nigga and saying all the same things that this robot was saying, you wouldn't have a problem with it, right?
I think that perspective that you're talking about, of like why the person would be mad, that's a perspective of probably like, I think a white person who's trying to be correct and not get canceled probably should have. From our perspective, though, like as Black people, I think it's kind of crazy to give all these other people a pass who are doing wild, crazy shit and like this destructive type of behavior that we don't want this fucking robot to do, to get upset at the robot and not get mad at everyone else is doing this shit just because they're Black and they're humans, when there's still like a Black human probably being paid by a white person to say the wild problematic shit in the first place. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
oh yeah, I get that too. But I think
who are the wild, destructive people you're talking about? Like,
name a rapper.
Oh, he's talking about other rappers. Like, yeah, but
I don't think anybody's like, oh, I'm boycotting rappers that talk about murder.
No, but if the robot was talking about murder and it's gone because it's not really a Black person behind it.
Yeah, I think niggas just mad that it said nigga.
No, come on. And then
you're not Black, so you can talk about Black people murdering each other or saying the N-word.
I mean,
and then they had like the little post.
That's how I took it.
It was getting beat up by police, talking about police brutality. Did you see that Instagram post?
Just like I saw all the fucking ATL rappers go and hand out turkeys after the indictment started coming down.
So what's your point?
So I'm just saying, like, we okay wild shit when it's from our people who are in the same scenario as this fucking robot. But when this robot is doing it, I'm
not saying it's okay, but like obviously it's just like it's a part of like rapping. That's what's going on. But like when a group of fucking non-Black people get together and put in fucking computer coding and make a fucking tan rapper with gold teeth and dreadlocks and face tats, and he's talking about the trap hoes and nigga this, nigga that. Like, yeah, there's a problem with it. What do you mean? It's totally different.
So, another example. We all know the video of Bobby Shmurda standing on the table of Atlanta Records, like pushing his records, right?
Yeah.
Which has been a joke for years.
Hold on. We all know what Bobby Shmurda is making now that he's out of that contract.
Yeah.
So it's possible that Bobby he's making hip hop and dance music to hug on people.
He's making trash.
He makes some bullshit.
It's very possible Bobby Shmurda's image and everything that was going on with him that he tried that was inside his music at that time. It might have been real, but that might not have been what he wanted to do. But that might have been what you're talking about, a team of people who aren't Black decided he should do because it makes them money. The same way they decided this program should be what it is because it makes them money. But Bobby Shmurda wasn't an issue.
Make a regular looking rapper. They got to make
hold on. The same way they decided Bobby Shmurda is what works. They decided this robot thing is what works. But we don't have a problem with Bobby Shmurda. We have a problem with this robot.
No, I mean, I guess with the robot, it's the people that made the robot. That's the problem.
I'm even thinking aside from that, I just feel better about it being a fucking person.
Okay, but like Jamal, just like you said, like if it's a problem with the people, I don't know who else is down to Capitol, but it's like we don't take the same energy towards these other record labels. Like, you know, I'm talking about that with like Atlantic or with Def Jam or whoever the fuck else, right? When it's like the artists who are there, it's like they have to talk about certain shit in their music, or we can assume that they do.
And there's a problem with that. I get that. I agree with you. Like, it's not cool, whatever, you know, destruction of our own communities. I get that. But nigga, you can't sit there and tell me that 4 white dudes in khakis and Pikachu button-ups can make a rapper with codes, with dreads and guns and do all this wild shit. You don't have a problem with that?
I'm not saying that I don't, but I'm saying that it's not different.
It's totally different. What do you mean?
It is definitely totally different. It's definitely different.
Let me talk. Y'all talking over me.
Okay, all right, go.
I'm saying y'all because okay, we're focused on the fact that they made a program and an image to push out there, and it's digital, right? But if it's a person that they made the image for, it's the same thing. Like, it's the same shit. Like, the person might not be that when they go home to their life. They're not shooting up ops on their block. They're living in a gated community, driving golf carts around, getting their mail and shit. Like, but they're talking about that shit because they're getting paid to talk about that shit. It's no different than like a computer image or an actual person. It's when they get on stage, it's a fucking act. It's like wrestling. It's like Mr. Man makes the characters. The labels are making the characters too. They just made a digital one this time.
I think there are very few people that we listen to who like the community fucks with, that niggas fuck with, that are like this, where it's like, oh yeah, like you disappear and you're this one thing. Like you're getting arrested on camera, you're getting beat up on camera, you're shooting shit on camera, that we all look at and are like, oh yeah, we don't see you doing that real shit, right? Who are the artists that we look at where we're like, oh, he doesn't do any of this shit? Or
21 Savage, Freddie Gibbs, Benny the Butcher. Two guys who are in the media right now with cop daddies. But going back and forth about tough shit.
But people don't look at them as real niggas, right?
What?
Is that what you're saying? Is that what you're saying?
I'm saying their reality is probably far different than their music, but we're fine with that. We're fine with them pushing these images.
But wait, we all just said, like, Benny, we don't think that just because Benny's dad was a cop, we don't think he was like really with the shits. Or like, we don't think that Freddie Gibbs,
it's a good chance he probably couldn't have been really the drug dealer boss that he raps about in his music if his daddy was a cop.
That's completely different than a robot.
But it's an image that he is pushing and presenting to himself and presenting to all of us is like Griselda being these people who like got bricks moving through their kitchens and these images of Bentley sitting on lawns in the hood that probably weren't real.
But even if your dad was a cop, those things can still be real.
We're okay because it can be real. It's okay versus that we know it's fake off the rip.
Do you think that Benny the Butcher is like fake off the rip because of what his dad did?
I think his music is probably very far from his actual upbringing in life. And I think the same thing for Freddie Gibbs.
More than a computer.
Freddie Gibbs went to Ball State for football. You have a good SAT score to get into a D1 school. It doesn't matter how good you are at the sport. You have to do good on the SATs. That's a fact.
It doesn't have to
JUCO to get your shit together before you go to the actual school. But he went to Ball State off the rip and then came home because he did some bullshit at Ball State.
Okay. Game did some shit at Wazoo and came back home, and we didn't question him for a decade.
That adds to what I'm talking about. These people are pushing images that aren't actual to their actual life because that's probably what sells, and the record label puts money behind what sells.
I feel like this is totally
behind different. A fucking NFT image of a made up, ambiguous, pretending to be black, digital character saying bullshit with actual rappers on it from other labels who decided that was a move too. Like, I don't know, like it just sounds like more of the same to me, but like this one's getting a normal amount of attention because it's a new thing.
And let's be honest, man, like this shit was corny off the rip. Because think about like with us growing up, teenage, young adult years, we see some digital rapper shit like this. We're not gonna put that shit in our car, be banging this like this. Like what the fuck is this? Like this shit is corny. Like this is lame. Like,
too. It's like this is the music industry. It's a new step for the music industry, but it's the music industry. Period. Like they pick an image. Like hip hop's the one that's probably been the most resistant to this, but music in general, they tend to pick someone who looks a certain way, who can like do the technical aspects of getting on stage and performing the right way. Not necessarily they have the most talent to sing or anything like that, but it's like, hey, can you get out here? Can you do these dance moves? Can you do these tours? Can you step the right way or whatever? We'll write the song for you. We'll pick the beat for you. We just need you to show up at these things and sell this image. And that's the music industry, period. Rap has been the most resistant to that because we have like people who are writing their own music and performing it for the most part, but music as a whole, that's what it is. And these labels aren't signing just rap acts; they're signing other acts. So for them to try something that works elsewhere,
that's where I'm coming from. Is
on rap it's not
the like, shit we like the most is the most resistant to that. Like I feel like the shit we all listen to and the shit we all stand behind isn't somebody wrote this for you and put this out for you.
We fuck with NWA, and that's what NWA was.
No.
Yeah, how many writers did NWA have?
Nigga, all the people that were in the group, like people just wrote for Easy and Dr. Dre.
No, not everyone was in the group.
And the nigga,
we know Dr. Dre didn't write his shit. We know Easy didn't write his shit. We know Ice Cube wrote most of their shit.
Yeah, Ice Cube and MC Ren like wrote most of the shit. Yeah.
There's some shit that ain't.
I feel like we're debating two different things. Though. I feel like we're debating two different things because I think when we talk about the Mecca shit, I think my problem was that just a group of fucking some non-black people, like, yo, we want to make a rapper, let's make them black or look black, and what all this other crazy stereotypical racist looking shit. But like you're talking about like what like the music industry, like the label and like what they look for is like a template. It's like push and sell to move records and like what's popular and what's good.
Yeah, I feel like what you're saying is like if this team of people that made the AI rapper, if it was a team of black people that made this thing and Capital dropped it, you wouldn't have a problem with that. You probably might be upset at Capital for not following through with it.
I feel a lot better about it.
Yeah, and I still think it's kind of corny. Like it's kind of
even
lame.
Though
like
the people that are paying for the buffoonery
rappers.
Yeah.
At least I know it's like some niggas behind it getting a check off it. But dog, there's like 4 or 5 white and Asian guys making this and getting paid off of some racist, some blackface shit. But he's rapping and doing a Dougie in front of a Bentley with gold teeth and dreadlocks.
But if the same team of people making him do that stupid shit in front of a Bentley were black, it's okay.
I don't think he would be doing the same shit.
Why can't they make the
I don't think he'd be doing
the same shit.
No, because if it's a team of black people, it's not going to be the same shit.
But we have actual rappers who are backed by black folks doing stupid shit too. So why wouldn't the AI people not have him like? What are you talking about?
I don't think they're doing the same dumb shit as that.
Hey man, agree to disagree, bro. But
projecting a white rapper doing the same shit as niggas, I don't think that's the case.
I wasn't saying he's gonna be white,
but that's what we're talking about: is a white AI doing all this shit.
No, okay. In general, if you were going to like make an AI like machine learning generate a rapper, they're most likely going to be black because most rappers are black, and that's.
But this one wasn't. This one wasn't.
Yeah, they said he was digital blackface. So if he wasn't black, then what was he?
He was. I said this is digital blackface. I don't know if he was like black, but like the way it's acting and portraying itself, like bro, this is like black.
We can assume a few things. If he wasn't pearly white, if he was saying the N-word, in rap music, then most likely he's black, just based on the numbers.
Yeah,
we would assume for sure that was a person. We would assume he was some part black if that was a person.
I was just looking at the character that was white
or something.
We would assume non-white at least, at a minimum.
Yeah, for sure.
You thought he was white, Tyrell? You said.
Looking at the character was white.
So y'all two have different issues with this, then.
Oh, you thought the character?
So.
No, I thought the character. I feel like they tried to make him like tannish, like make him look like on some Vin Diesel racially ambiguous shit. That's what I feel like they tried to do, so they could get away with the N-word shit.
I'm dying at the Vin Diesel shit because Vin Diesel is very ambiguous.
Yeah, on some Mike Tirico.
So you see his twin brother, who somehow
is like, also white,
twin, but it's just very much
more
white than him.
One of them is a Caucasoid, 100%.
Man, that shit was goofy as hell. I don't know, man. That shit's goofy, and I agree. That shit.
I think it's okay. Let me make my point clear, though. I'm not just sounding like Mr. Opposite of y'all. I think it's goofy, but I also think, as a whole, the music industry and our acceptance of it and our acceptance of what they do and our acceptance of what they push is goofy too. And I think this is no different than that. So I think this is goofy as well. I just think as a whole, this shit is just more of the same goofiness.
Understandable. Yeah, like a lot of shit is goofy. I
opened this podcast with Lil Zay Osama, so this is not me being some holier than thou shit. I am full on hypocrite. I listen to the goofy shit. But I think this is just more of the same goofy shit because there's no reason I should know about this dude who named a bunch of dead gangbangers from Chicago in that record, the second record I played on his song. I shouldn't know about that. That shouldn't be a thing that gets pushed and played, but it is, and it's fucking hot.
On themselves,
like it. He didn't say he did it. He just said like his dead ass, like Hot's dead ass, like Rocket's dead ass. Like he said that type of shit. Like why should I know about that? But I do.
Points.
Yeah,
not contributing to positive shit for humanity, but I fuck with it. It worked good on my headphones for 4 hours.
As it should. Shit, I mean, as long as you like hearing it, that's what matters. But nah, yeah, fuck Capitol Records and the people that okayed this and thought this was a good idea, and fuck those people making
Fuck
that
Capital
rapper.
High School too. We
Yeah,
still owe y'all. It's on
fuck
site.
Capitol High School. Man, so obviously, football starts next week.
Hold on, y'all. Are you playing Madden, Shakur?
My what?
You playing Madden?
Yeah, I've been playing a little bit. Just I was gonna start my franchise like after like once the regular season starts to get like the real rosters on. But right now, I'm just doing a little face of the franchise shit.
Everybody's playing that right now. So Tyrell, you playing face of the franchise too?
I have been, yeah.
And I haven't bought the game yet. So both of y'all enjoying it?
Yeah, I fuck with it. I want to make a different position, like hearing other people talk. Like, shout out to Chris, but he made a corner for his face of the franchise.
He's signing for hell. I don't know why he did that.
I want to try that shit. He said he was getting fucked up. I want to try that shit. He said it's fun and it's challenging, but he said he was getting worked.
I don't know why he did that, bro. Everyone said that to him in the party. I was like, "You picked the hardest position in football." I don't know why you did that shit.
Dog, I want to try.
Picking a corner is wild.
What'd you do, Tyrell?
I picked a running back for the Rams.
Okay.
And I have 2,700 rushing yards.
What? In a season?
The end of the season. I finished the season with 2,700 rushing yards.
Wow.
It's dumb. It's dumb.
Damn, put the difficulty up.
I did put the difficulty up because the first couple weeks it was like, oh, like we were just shedding blocks, tackling the backfield, or it was wide open, 25-yard runs. It didn't make any sense.
No.
Well, the game looks different than last year, but it doesn't feel different than last year. But there are definitely
more like team games where I'm using more than just the quarterback.
I was going to ask, have y'all played much of that 11 on 11?
I've only played one game, and it was cool. Like I gotta play more of it, but.
So I guess I had a follow-on question, but it's kind of only going to apply if you play more 11 on 11 stuff. But I want y'all to try to answer it anyway. Have y'all at least seen anything inside this game that kind of gets you excited for how they might implement it into NCAA next year?
No. There's nothing about this game that's so drastic from last year's Madden that makes me feel like it's a different game other than player models. And for certain players, it's great. And for certain players, it's awful.
I feel like they be hitting on this one, like the collisions and stuff, though. I feel like they be kind of sticking on here. Like, you can get, like, tight end, like, you can get, like if two people run at the same speed, whatever, they kind of, like, stand up. I feel like other people can come in, like, different directions, whatever, and, like,
and it actually makes the impact, like, that makes sense.
I think that it's even more the defense on offense blow-up animations are different, but the offense, like, you hit sicking somebody truck sicking somebody or stiff-arming somebody isn't that much different.
Okay.
Than the previous years.
Y'all remember though, like with when NCAA was a thing, it would be based on the Madden that came out the year prior. Like it would have those implementations and stuff in it. So we kind of are getting a picture of what NCAA is going to look like if they stick with the same development cycle. Like this is probably the game the NCAA is going to be based on.
If NCAA is based on this game, but they make the storylines better, I think it'll be a good game. Because this Madden has no storyline. If you're doing like face of the franchise, you get like 3 cutscenes of like, oh, hey, you're on the team and we want to talk to you about this or like any of that stuff. That was part of the good stuff about like Campus Superstar or even in the franchise. You have no like you recruiting people or you like fucking with free agents, doesn't matter.
I know how they're going to do it though. It's going to because
on NCAA,
with the story mode, I think it's going to be like you're a walk on, and in order to best sell yourself for a chance on the team, you got to try to go on offense and on defense.
Mm-hmm.
Like you're going to try both in practice or whatever camp or whatever, and you're going to have to reach a bar or whatever performance wise in order to get brought on for that position probably. And once you reach that bar, you can play on that side of the ball if you choose to.
That makes sense. That sounds about right, honestly.
Probably a high school game or 2 or 3 mixed in there.
Yeah, they give you the high school games.
Yeah. Oh, I just wonder if they're gonna lock it. So, like, I remember when they did it last time. It was like running back, linebacker, wide receiver, DB. I don't think quarterback had an opposite, but
I thought quarterback they'd make you play safety sometimes.
was it quarterback safety?
Maybe.
That sounds right.
Because I feel like it was quarterback, safety, linebacker, running back, corner, wide receiver. Yeah. I don't know what like D ends could be tight ends or something. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah. No, that might be right.
It's been so damn long, I can't remember.
It's been too long. 20. I mean, yeah. And then, yeah, man, it's been a long ass time. I can't wait for that shit though.
So is that for sure next year, NCAA?
Next July, yeah, it's supposed to be.
Oh shit. That is going to be fun as hell. I can't wait for that.
You about to hop back in these franchises, these dynasties?
Oh yeah. Everybody gonna be having it. Hell yeah, I'll get on there. It'll be all up.
You already know everybody's about to be having it. I ain't seen Fly in a party with me for I don't know how long, and I know he's gonna probably be back in for that.
Oh hell yeah, that's his shit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man.
I gotta get Madden though. I just like I don't know. Time wise right now, it ain't working.
Look what
you're
the
not
cat
missing anything by not having it, honestly.
I'm ready. As soon as he's week one start, I'm starting my franchise mode and we getting Trayvon Walker defensive rookie of the year. Let's get it.
I can see it happening. You just gotta use him all game. You that easy.
Yes, sir. Oh man, I can't wait.
I still feel like we can put off league previews one more week, honestly.
Yeah, we could do it next week for sure.
Yeah, I think we could.
I definitely thought the season started next week, but it's not.
You're not built like that.
I asked about this a long time ago.
Y'all got any fantasy drafts coming up soon?
I have ours.
Oh shit! Oh, I might have missed one.
I have ours. I have ours coming up this week, and then I think I have. It's this week. It's this week. What do you mean? This upcoming weekend?
Nigga, it's the weekend already.
Oh shit! No, I had one at 11 today, and I didn't go in there.
You said what?
Let's go. September 3rd. They pushed it back. Sheesh. It was originally scheduled for 11 today. They pushed it back.
Well, that's crazy because my league is September 3rd, so I hope you can pull up because it's $150 buy-in. So we doing some numbers.
It's 11 a.m. Eastern time. I don't think there'll be a conflict.
Oh yeah, it won't be.
I got a draft tomorrow for my work league.
What pick you got?
Ooh, I don't know yet. I think 4th. I want to say 4th or 5th.
Yeah, let me look at your draft board.
Have y'all watched House of the Dragon?
No, I have not. I have not, and I can't wait to watch the first 2 episodes tomorrow.
Bruh. So being away from Game of Thrones for a while,
I've heard it's great.
You forget the level of brutality they get to on that show. And then two, oh man. I think y'all, I don't know. We're gonna talk about it next week, but it's gonna be different because you don't have to be 2 episodes in if you've seen both of them, because one comes out tomorrow, obviously. Whether or not y'all fuck with the brother or not. I think off of episode 1, y'all might be saying like, oh, he's an ill motherfucker. Y'all might be kind of gassing him a little bit. I don't know what he's gonna do the second episode though. But they got him in command of the Night's Watch, and basically like the Night's Watch at this point, they weren't really doing anything. They weren't the police in the street, nothing like that. And then he just picked one night. He's like, all right, we're gonna go turn shit up, and you gotta see that scene.
Nah, I can't wait.
Bullshit.
I've only heard incredible things about this show, and sub season 8 and season 7.5 of Game of Thrones. That's the greatest show ever. So I can't wait to watch it.
Yeah, no, and new rock stars of the channel title shouted out. They've been doing good breakdowns on it. Let's explain and everything. So following one of them has made me enjoy the experience more afterwards, because I don't know what the fuck's going on all the time. Obviously.
I think the chick that does their like wrap ups is from out here also.
Oh, it's a dude.
Oh, okay, never mind.
But I mean, maybe I don't know if he identifies as that. Maybe not.
Yeah, respect their pronouns.
No, we're not talking about the same person.
No, okay. Still, that goes without saying.
Anyway,
Blake's so stupid.
I've got nothing else for this week. So if we're gonna save the NFL previews for next week, I think we should do that
next week.
Yeah, can't.
Well,
think.
What did he say?
Khaled's album.
Ooh, I did listen to a good chunk of that.
I know it's any of the music that came out the other day.
There's some shit on Khaled's album.
It's good.
Wait, Blake, you haven't listened to it?
Mm-mm.
Hold on, let me see what song.
I heard God did. It's like Jay went crazy. I ain't heard it yet though.
I haven't heard the Jay song yet. Drake went crazy. Future went crazy. And Lil Baby's on every other song. Literally every other song has Lil Baby on it. But yeah, Drake on Staying Alive is fucking hard. And then Big Time with Future and Lil Baby, hard as fuck.
Oh, I'm gonna check that. Yeah, can't miss that combo.
Yeah, both are hard as fuck.
Yeah,
and I've seen like 10 different TikToks talking about how hard Ho's verse is on the album, and I think Khaled said he has the best Jay-Z verse ever on his album.
That's fucking. I wonder if he's like
done. Yeah, I wonder if he's done with those albums.
Khaled or Jay-Z
making albums?
Oh, if Ho's done, yeah, if Jay-Z ever will sit down and do another whole album.
I hope he is.
No, 444 was straight. It was definitely annoying though. Like niggas, like
that was 8 years ago.
Grown ass adults were talking like, "Oh man, it's cool to get credit cards and shit like that." Niggas are like, "Yeah."
You can't hold people like that because they don't know.
So people be like, "Oh man, he's talking about generational wealth and reading books and credit now." Like, oh, okay.
444 was 2017, dog.
Look at Mr. Two-Parent Home shitting on people getting advice on life.
That's crazy.
Hey, go back and listen to the therapy episode. Come on.
Shout out to him for loving his mom now.
All right.
That shit was crazy with y'all. I think
y'all never shouted her out.
Yeah. Like, that was the thing they were holding above Jay-Z's head this whole entire time. That his mom was gay.
Nigga, mom ain't coochie. He had like she didn't exist.
And he had a top 5. Smile's a great song.
Oh, that song is so hard. I love that song.
Smile's a fucking great song.
Yo, I just like picture like boardrooms and like label buildings and like people see Jay-Z walking like passing and stuff through these buildings like, I think mama gay. You're like, huh? What?
Your mama gay as hell.
Damn.
Yo, could you imagine like all the rappers that were beating him just dissing him, just calling his mom, calling his mom shit.
And I heard your mommy used to munch.
Yeah, no.
I couldn't. I have a feeling you could.
Yeah, calling somebody's mom a homo would be hilarious a rap, but so you got what hear that the diss record?
Tangentially related, y'all can figure out why in a second. I seen a clip of Funny Marco interviewing Young Ma, and like he said like some rap line to her, talking about like I think it was a gun, and then she had like on basketball shorts, and like she like grasped something on her hip and like waved it. He's like, "No, we're not doing that in here, whatever." But I don't think it was a gun.
She had a strap on her.
I think it was it went kind of far down her leg is all I'm saying.
Okay, Miss Blicky.
Dog, she be talking about women. Y'all ever listen to any of her music?
Yeah, no. She's hard. Yeah, like, she's hard.
Yeah, she's not bad. Like some of her shit be straight, but I be like,
that's not bad. She's fucking hard. Like she can rap.
She can rap, but like some of the songs, I just be like, damn, like yo, a dude cannot get some of these bars of like how she be talking about women and stuff. No, she be fucking reckless.
Just imagine though, like so put yourself in her shoes, right? Imagine you like saw yourself as a dude, you would do it or whatever, but you could pick your own equipment. You know you're walking around with that shit. Like there's no question about it.
But it's not real though.
Don't ever call it equipment
again. It feels the same. Probably it's an object going into a space that like gets a reaction based on it hitting stuff. Like it's
and the people who are looking for the equipment aren't like, oh, this isn't real. That's what they're going out for.
You gonna tell Young Ma? Okay, let's say Young Ma bags Drea or something. You tell her you're not feeling it though. You up on her?
Nah, I don't want to hear you bragging like, "Oh man, I laid it down." When you just sat there and just fucking used the fucking something else. Like, come on,
you never used one though. You don't know what she's feeling.
But I'm saying, don't act like you did the shit. Don't be, acting like you just.
But she did. She brought it with her.
She had to give the gift to Gab to get her to the spot in order to whip out the prosthetic.
Facts.
Man, I feel like this might sound crazy, bro, but I ain't trying to hear that shit, man. I'm
sure you aren't. I'm sure you aren't trying to hear that shit.
No, I don't care, man.
The body count if it's a strap.
Nah, bro. Hey,
Jamal, ask one of your bitches. Ask one of your bitches.
All she does on records is brag about how she just be beating chicks down. It's like, yeah, but you got a cheat code. So it's like, is it really you?
Like Tristan Thompson with the 83-3?
Nah, that's crazy. Shout out to Chris. But nah, that was wild. Nah, I don't know, man. And see, now I'm sounding crazy. I'm talking about women can't be like bragging about having sex with each other.
You didn't answer the question. Does the body count if it's a strap?
Fuck no.
Your cock blocking is crazy. Your cock blocking is crazy.
How? Niggas, activity. What's activity?
Okay. What if you came with the McDouble, right? You had one on, but you had your shit under it.
All right, man, get the fuck out of here. Hey, yo, episode 70.
Let's go. The McDouble.
The McDouble.
Yeah, no, you wildin'.
I can't wait for Blake to edit this episode.
Yeah, no, fuck no. That shit don't count.
If you were gonna do, would you go above it or below it?
Nigga, stop asking me this. What's wrong with you? Your horny ass. Oh, this is crazy. Niggas be wilding on the weekend.
We definitely should never record a Saturday episode again.
Oh, look what this dude asked me. This is crazy. Nah, them bodies don't count though. I don't give a fuck. But yo, man, love is love, and yeah.
Shout out the whole month of June, man. Y'all got it.
Yeah, we definitely gonna lose some viewership in the lesbian community, but it is what it is.
I hope they come on and argue the point that the body don't count. Yeah, sure. I really need to hear
I definitely argue too. Like, you could make all the great points, but I'm not gonna agree with you. Like,
you don't listen.
All right. Yeah. We know who we need to get on as a guest, and I got to figure out who that is. But we know this is the niche we need to fill because we need answers.
Ice Spice.
Y'all got any like lesbian homegirls?
I don't
think I do.
I'm not willing.
But we might have maybe the Australia listener might have been one.
Yo, hey man, just hit us up and get on the show.
Oh my god,
that's the team you with. Rep your set. So I
got questions. How do you pick the equipment? What's a good setup? What's a bad setup? Like, how do you go through the arsenal? How do you pick what to take out that night? What's the daily driver? Like, what's the special occasion? I need to know because I only got what I was gifted with from the heavens above. So I don't know how I would even operate if I could make choices. So I need to know.
Repairman.
For real.
But yeah, man, I guess we done episode 70. We're glad you're back. You missed the last two, right?
I think so.
Yeah, man, we're glad to have you back, man. It's not the same without you.
I'm happy to be here.
Hey, man, shout out to everybody listening. All right, episode 70, we out.
Peace.